Welcome back. This is part 3 of visual module 5 on communication. So in the last module, we talked about the do's of communication. What to do. 3 of them. Now we're going to talk about 3 things not to do, okay? Just don't do it. Nothing against Nike. Just saying. Nike, Nick, whatever you call them, I have nothing against them, okay? So number 1, drop the lingo. What is lingo? Well, it's just words that no one else understands, right? Like this guy is talking about this equation. It's math. Who understands math? Okay? So this is the most common mistake made by leaders. You may be a technical wizard, but the minute your audience doesn't understand what you're talking about, they tune out. Right? Now they're just hearing intonation and nothing. So this is just a wasted opportunity, right? Totally wasted. Try giving your presentation to a 15-year-old and see if they understand it. See if they get it. Get it good? Right? Anecdotes, analogies, pictures, and in our day and age, memes, right? Those things work, right? Turning yourself into a human infographic. Graphic means like photo, photograph. This is information graph. Turn yourself into a human infographic. Okay, so don't just drop it. Like, get rid of it, of all this lingo, the fancy words. We don't care about them. And number 2, don't ramble. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Right. Researchers from New York University found that we make 11 major decisions about one another in the first, how many seconds of a meeting? The first 7 seconds. That's right. 7 seconds of a meeting, like a business meeting, for example, right? So what you need to do is create a strong opening. Open. And then follow it through with a succinct, to the point comments and a memorable information, like a surprising statement. Hey everyone, I brought donuts. Or a startling statistic that grabs attention. According to my research, if you eat too many donuts, you're gonna get diabetes, right? So that's just one of the many good ways to end a meeting, right? And in this case, it's going to end our second tip. Let's move on to the third one. Okay, never blame. Don't blame. Why did you do this? You're so terrible. You were supposed to have it done last week, last month. Okay, leaders, take the responsibility. You know this, but I'm saying it again so you don't forget. They admit their mistakes. So we're not perfect. I mean, I'm saying we, but I'm not exactly the best leader. But it is true. They fix things publicly. Okay, it doesn't matter where your problem started. As the head of your company, your department, your classroom, whatever, your audience needs to be reassured that you are in control. They know you're not perfect either, but they need to know that you step up and you take ownership. And make sure that you provide the reassurance that, I'm sorry, this will never happen again. Let's take steps to fix this. Okay, instead of just ignoring it and blaming it on someone else. Right? So that's the 3 just don't do it things for communication. Drop the lingo. Don't blame. Sorry. That's don't blame. Drop the lingo. Don't ramble, blah, 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 blah. And don't blame. My bad. Okay? For that example on blaming, check out the link below to a really cool video that will give you a better strategy or a better example idea of what I mean by this concept. Okay, so now that you've watched this video and the past video, you've watched it, haven't you? I know. So now that you've watched them, review them and think about each one of these tips and how it would look like practically in a classroom, right? So what were the do's? Do you remember? If you don't, go back. But the do's, right? Win their hearts, right? Be a chameleon. Have a conversation, not a monologue, blah, 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 right? 3 do's, and then our 3 don'ts. Review those and write down each one that you could use. How could you do this practically in a classroom? All right, each one of these 3 don'ts and each one of these 3 do's. How could we put that to use in our life? Because this is what this course is about. It's not just information. This is something that we want to learn to apply in our life. It's a life skill, okay? Just like emotional intelligence. So that's all for this video. Then you just have one more in this 4-part series of communication. All right, see you in the next video.